underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Past the 20 for a short gain, second down.
The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They're just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
A gain of 3, second down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Christian Harris
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Tannehill.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. Mills on 1st down.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The Texans sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by a run from the rookie, Dameon Pierce.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he goes out right around the 39. On fourth down, Michael Pilardi on the punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, but he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Tannehill.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kttn Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. Henry again on second down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play fake, Mills. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Quickly out wide to Mechie.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Going for it with Pierce.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kttn Fairbairn comes on. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A toss left, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down. But if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground. And that they did that time for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 45 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw is Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get this.
Now a hit and a loose football. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nailed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
A run by Pierce begins the second half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. His third touchdown now on the year. And the
Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Mills going to throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tannehill finding Woods for the Titans' first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill. He gets this one to Burks. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll run it again with Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 54 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mills. This ball caught by Mechie. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, Mills. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. They find some open field here. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston.
49 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
2nd down and goal.
Mills gets the dump off to Pierce.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Kamu Krujay-Hill getting in there and taking him down.
Hill gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line into the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Second and 4. Here's Mills.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kttn Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1.
Across the formation, Burks has it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. To the air again, Tannehill.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw is on target to Burks.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Now it's Tannehill. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's caught by Hooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and then capture him for a loss.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.